Hey peeps, it's Jedd here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to simplify an expression that has a squared bracket as well as some FOIL to get through. So let's get straight into it. Now, let's look at this first. When we approach an expression like this, we need to make sure we're applying our BODMAS principle, throughout. That would mean that we first need to deal with the multiplication, and then we can start looking at our subtraction. Right, so let's look at this first bit of multiplication we need to do, and we need to simplify this exponent. Now, there are two ways we could do this. We could write this out as a bracket times the same bracket, but because we know one of those shortcuts that can get us to the answer quicker, I'm going to use that approach. So I'm going to leave the 2 on the outside, and I'm going to be sure to open up a bracket because that 2 is still having to be multiplied by the result of the squared bracket. Right, so when we square a bracket, we know we will square the first term, so x squared. We will square the second term, so that's going to be plus 4. And then we multiply the 2 together and double it. So that's going to be 2x doubled is going to be 4x. Brilliant. That finishes that off. Now we're going to do the multiplication between these two brackets. Now, it's very important that we keep the negative there, and we need to put the result of that multiplication into brackets because we've got a -1 that still needs to be multiplied in at the end. That is what confuses a lot of students. Don't let that be you. Okay, so let's use our FOIL. The way I use FOIL is I take this term and I multiply both of the terms in that bracket. Then I take this term and I multiply both those terms in the second bracket. Right, so 2x times x gives us 2x squared. Then 2x times 2 gives us 4x. Then minus 1 times x gives us minus x. And then minus 1 times 2 gives us minus 2. Really nice. Now we can't start simplifying using addition and subtraction yet. Reason being is we've got multiplication to get through. We could simplify this bracket, but to save us some time, I'm going to go straight into the multiplication. So in order to simplify this part, or this term, I'm going to use the distributive law to times the 2 in. So I'm going to have 2 times x squared is 2x squared, plus 8x, plus 8. And now I need to multiply this -1 into that term, or into that bracket as well. That's going to give me minus 2x squared minus 4x plus x plus 2. So all that's happened are all of the signs within the bracket have changed. Now let's start collecting our like terms. So we've got the first like term we've got is going to be the x squareds. So I'm going to circle both of those, and those are all of them. Then we've got the x's. So we've got a plus 8x there, a minus 4x there, and a plus x over there. And then we've got our constants, which is plus 8 and plus 2. Right, so let's deal with all of these. So let's look at our blue brackets. So in the blue brackets, we've got 2x squared minus 2x squared. So luckily, those just cancel out, and we don't have to do anything there. Then let's look at our green circles. So we've got plus 8x minus 4x, and that's going to give us 4x. Plus x is then going to give us 5x. Okay, so 5x, and we have dealt with our green circles. And then finally, we've got plus 8 plus 2. So 8 plus 2 is going to give us plus 10. And that is going to be the final answer for this question. Really good job. Thank you so much to our sponsor for making this video possible. Remember to check out our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, remember you can send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.